Welcome back to Trail Tales. If you're into hiking or enjoy the great outdoors, then this video is for you. With this channel, we seek to inspire you by bringing you along on epic hikes we've discovered throughout our travels. Join us on this exciting journey as we hike through the breathtaking landscapes of Western Czechia. As you'll find out in this video, quite a big language barrier, some closed pathways, and some good fortune made for quite the eventful hike.
Oh my gosh.
This time we're hiking in the Bohemian Switzerland National Park. This is the Czech side of the Saxon Switzerland National Park in Germany. It is just as beautiful, with some stunning and unique features. Our planned hike was a little over 18 kilometers in length, and we expected to complete it in about 6 hours, including stops along the way. At the start, we would be climbing up a cliff face to see the huge Pravčická Natural Archway. Then we'd walk back down the other side for lunch in Menzi, Louka, before continuing down through the forested valley to the Edmunds Gorge. The footpath only goes so far along the gorge since the sides get too steep, so there are 2 sections served by boats. We drove to Grensko, however parking was a challenge, and since public transport in the area is good, we'd recommend either taking the bus or the train to save both time and money. The trailhead starts in Grensko, with a short walk from the town and car parks along the road before heading up into the forest. Steep cliffs look down on us, and the fantastic features of the sandstone cliffs peeked out over the top. The park itself was created on January 1st, 2000, making it one of the youngest national parks in the Czech Republic. The sensational sandstone formations before us were formed during the Cretaceous period, which lasted from around 145 to 66 million years ago, during which the whole area was a shallow sea. Today, the sandstone formations are some of the most distinctive and striking features of the park, drawing visitors from around the world. To get here, we had to climb up over 300 meters. While the park is free to enter, the natural archway does have an entrance fee. This gets you up close to the archway and also lets you into the restaurant, bar and gift shops next to it. Because we had another 14 kilometers to go and we felt that the view from the path was good enough, we decided not to stop. But if this is all you're coming to see, grabbing a cold Czech beer would be a welcome accompaniment to the stunning views of the arch. We pressed on, following the ridgeline, sheer sandstone cliffs to our left, a steep drop to our right. Amazing views all around us. Quick stop at the halfway point for some snacks, maybe some light refreshments, and then onwards to the gorge. If you're in the area, I'd highly recommend the restaurant U Forte, where we ate, for its delicious and affordable fare, as well as prompt, friendly service. And it was packed with hikers like us. We shared a hearty duck stew with dumplings and a couple of refreshing beers before heading on our way. It was around this time that we found the signposting of the trail started to disappear. It's becoming increasingly less clear where the path is. It just all looks the same, just blindly following the GPS. We can see the main trail down at the valley floor, but it's unclear how we're going to get there. And there's long grass, so make sure you check for ticks regularly. We can see the trail, but we just have to get past all this debris first. Well, the main trail isn't that much better. Not a whole lot of maintenance going on here in Czechia. So it looks like the trail is closed over the winter, but I guess due to COVID, they just haven't come back to do the maintenance. So we're in uncharted territory right now. Can we get to the boats? Can we get to the gorge that we've come all this way to see? I have no idea. At this point, we felt the gamble on a potentially closed or impassable trail was worth it. We'd covered some 12 kilometers at this point, and if we were to turn around and avoid the gorge, we would have to climb back up a few hundred meters of elevation and hike roughly 10 kilometers back to the car. We had genuinely no idea whether we could make it or not. As we got closer to the docks, the path started to look more and more maintained.
The trail is starting to look a little more real now. There aren't trees covering the way, there aren't broken railings everywhere. So we've regained hope that we might actually be able to get back.
But with every passing minute that we didn't see any other hikers, we grew more and more worried that we were headed down a dead end.
We found a boat, we found some other people, but it all looks very closed. So we just lucked out pretty hard. We thought the boats were closed because the entire footway was closed.
There were some people waiting there, but they were kind of just like having a snack. So we started walking away, and so we were like, okay, well, let's try to head back and catch the last boat. It was gonna be like 3 kilometers basically of running back.
Uphill.
Yeah, and then we look back across the bridge and we see a boat, and we were like, ah, a boat! Oh my gosh.
Huge relief.
Oh
Day
my
saved.
goodness.
We just saved ourselves like an extra 10-kilometer walk.
Yeah. Listen to signs is what we've learned, and don't rely on your luck. I think this was a one-time thing.
We were also lucky. The boat that showed up happened to have a bunch of people on a one-way trip. It was full when it arrived, and I fully expected us to say, no more room, you gotta wait. We'll send someone else up, but...
Yeah, I was like, I'll sit on the floor. Like, we were getting on this boat.
I was ready to steal the boat that was just parked up there.
Yeah, and Christian was like, what do you think the fine might be to steal a boat?
We sat quietly on the second boat, reflecting on our good fortune and the fantastic landscapes we'd seen on the trail. Thankful that we'd made it to the end, and that the trail had gifted us a gripping tale to share. Thank you for enjoying it with us.
Cheers.
Excluding the sections covered by boat, the total trail is 18 kilometers long, with a total of 770 meters in elevation gain. We spent about 5 hours moving and an hour stationary for a total of 6 hours. The boats weren't expensive, just a few euros per person, and were well worth doing. Besides the jeopardy of the closed section, the hike was not that challenging, but 18 kilometers is quite long, so I'm rating this moderate. Bohemian Switzerland is a beautiful and very underrated part of the world. I hope that we've inspired you to go and visit. If you want to give this hike a go yourself, I'll leave the All Trails link in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, leaving a thumbs up or a comment. Thank you for watching.